Here's what we're serving up today. A brand new type of agency, a white space in the link in bio market, and a no-brainer idea that will prevent you from ever sending a drunk text again. Let's go. There are approximately 4 million C-suite executives in the US. That's CEOs, CFOs, CMOs, that's Chief Meme Officer, by the way, at least according to Bud. And they all have 4 things in common. They have gigantic bank balances, they have no spare time, they have a spouse that complains about them not having any spare time, and they all have a business idea that they don't have bandwidth to do. And even if you listen to any CEO talking on a podcast like My First Million, you see that they're always talking about business ideas that they want to start but don't have time to. They have an entrepreneurial itch that they need scratched by someone or something. So why don't we build a business for them? So here's the idea. Create an agency that offers turnkey solutions for C-suite executives to start their own businesses or side hustles. Maybe they want to start an e-commerce brand, a SaaS business, it doesn't really matter. All you need to do is hire the relevant team to execute on that idea, and the execs can be as involved as they want to. This is a complete white space. Nobody is doing it. Well, at least in my minutes of research. Well, at least in my hours of research. I swear I'm not prepared for this next part. Go to market. LinkedIn is going to be your best friend when it comes to this agency. Now, just warning for you, you may have to filter through a lot of LinkedIn cringe to get to your leads, but trust me, they are out there. Here's a tip, by the way. The best way to get to a C-suite executive is to go through their assistant. Monetization. C-suite executives have a lot of cash to play around with, so we're going to charge them a small fortune for this service considering they have it. Here's the model. We're going to make money in 2 different ways. The first way is we're going to charge a monthly retainer, think 5 to 20K for our services. The second thing we're going to do is we're also going to take equity in this business because the executives want us to be incentivized for this to do well. So it's a win-win for everyone. Startup costs. In this case, startup costs should be minimal because we should be getting our clients upfront, get them to pay initially, hire the team required, and we're profitable from day one. That's something I like to call negative cash conversion cycle, and that is exactly what we want in this kind of business. How we'll get rich. Well, there's 2 ways to go about this. The first way is just through cash flow. This could be an incredible lifestyle business if you built it up to the point at which Andrew Wilkinson built the likes of MetaLab. That way you wouldn't have to go for a big exit and you could get a recurring cash flow every single year because these businesses are very profitable. The second way you can make money is to scrap everything I just said and get as many customers as you possibly can and exit this business to a bigger company for probably somewhere between 1 to 3x revenue. Okay, here's the one-pager. I have 2 more multi-million-dollar businesses that I want to show you today, but if you are the type that is interested in startups and business ideas in general, you have to subscribe to our newsletter, Half Baked. We freshly deliver 2 startup ideas to your inbox 3 times a week. Now, we also sprinkle some founder tips, startup decks, and funny business ideas alongside the newsletter too. We only launched a couple of months ago. You're early, but we already have thousands of founders, investors, and future entrepreneurs subscribed to the newsletter. If you subscribe down below right now, you'll get 5 ideas instantly. Okay, on to the next white space. Link in bio has been a very elegant solution for directing their followers to a product or service, particularly when the destination is around not suitable for work. Hey, don't judge, but this link in bio real estate is really valuable. For instance, Linktree, the biggest player in the space, raised an eye-watering $110 million in 2022 with a $1.3 billion valuation. Now bear in mind that was 2022, so a 52x multiple these days is, well, a difficult ask. Not too bad for a product that is essentially just hyperlinks on a page, but the focus on Linktree and so many of the other players has mainly been around influencers in the Instagram and TikTok space. And this has left one platform largely ignored, LinkedIn. And this is where we see the opportunity. I've never done this in my life. I'm sorry, I won't do that again. Here's the idea. Create a link in bio tool designed for professionals on LinkedIn. Call it LinkedIn Bio. LinkedIn is great for building a network, creeping on old colleagues, and for some good old-fashioned pure entertainment. But actual profiles on LinkedIn are quite stale. And if you're really trying to stamp your personality on a page and talk about more than just your job history, LinkedIn won't cut it. And that's why we want to develop a tool to fix this. On the personalization side, users could show off their portfolio and design creativity. They could show off any side hustles that they're working on, maybe talk about some travel experiences, and if they really want to, talk about some books and podcasts that they like listening to. Polywork is the only real player in this market at the moment. Interestingly enough, they've only recently pivoted into this area. Before, they were trying to compete with LinkedIn directly. Probably not a good idea. Go to market. Whenever I'm given the choice between starting a business that's B2B, like business to business, or B2C, business to customer, I generally go B2B because they have much deeper pockets. However, I don't really see that being a play here because there's a little bit of a conflict, and that conflict is because businesses want to keep their employees, not show them off to other businesses. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go directly to the consumer. Monetization. What we're going to do here is we're going to charge people who want to use this tool a monthly fee. Think $5 to $15 per month. The good news about using LinkedIn specifically here is that people on LinkedIn generally have a higher buying power than people on Instagram. Startup costs. Now you will be able to get an MVP done for relatively cheaply here. It might cost you a few $1,000s. Thereafter, if you wanted to go big, you could raise a little bit of money. Finally, how we're going to get rich. Okay, the goal here is clearly going to be an exit. People in this market are always looking to increase market share. I'm not sure if we're going to get the same multiples than we did in 2021 and 2022, but a small percentage of 1.3 billion is a really big number. Okay, here's the one pager. Time for the best part of the video, and that is the no-brainer business idea. How many times have you woken up from a night in a town and really regretted sending a text? I know, I have. Well, not anymore. Not if you created an app called Breathalyzer. All you have to do is toggle on the Breathalyzer feature on your app, and like Brian Johnson, you can let your body tell you what to do. Problem solved. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Half-Baked Ideas. Remember, if you want 5 more ideas instantly and a constant stream of them coming in through our newsletter, subscribe to Half-Baked down below. That's all from me. We'll see you in the next one. Slán and stay hydrated.